EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
All right, come on.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 66 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's DJ Dallas, who played on this field as a Miami Hurricane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Smith now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Well, that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
21G.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Seahawks 8-yard line.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Gino. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Gino now to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Smith. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Dolphins 10, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, hit it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Waddle complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Tua on 4th down. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
There we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now Smith going to change the play. Smith to throw on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Now he's loose at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2 now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX.
Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins, 27 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
21G. Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker. There he goes, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
53.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Now Geno on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Again, Walker. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go.
Tua now on first down. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Out.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 3.
20
Now Tua going to change the play. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Seahawks 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 21. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
All right, come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
32 stinger.
Now Tua. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up. 12 on 3, kick. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's counter. And dropped down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the